As we come on the air tonight, early voting is wrapping up for the day. This was the scene. The Butler County Board of Elections, where over 16,000 people have voted in person as of today. Sheriff's deputies had to take over traffic control. In Hamilton County, more than 21,000 people have voted in person. Wait times reached 2.5 hours today. That line, as you can see, wrapping around the board building in Norwood. That's where we find Jake Ryle live now with the most recent, or the most talked about issue, I should say, in that line today.
Well, you know, Evan, yes, certainly was talked about during that line. In fact, that line was so long that it actually just ended inside of the Board of Elections not too long ago. The last of the voters for today are finishing up their ballots as we speak, 1 hour after it was supposed to close. And on their minds and on the minds of many in that line was Issue 1. The voices for and against Issue 1 powerful.
I support Issue 1 because I believe it will save lives, save families, and strengthen our communities. It protects public safety and will save the taxpayers money too.
Music superstar John Legend in the tri-state today rallying for Democrats and the ballot issue.
People with addiction don't need to be warehoused behind bars with their problems ignored. They need treatment. They need help.
Issue 1 would amend the state constitution to reduce penalties for using and possessing drugs like heroin, meth, and cocaine. Those charges would become misdemeanors and carry no prison time. Legend says the focus should be shifted to treatment.
Putting the focus on healing and helping instead of locking up a bunch of low-level offenders.
Beth Bullock,
totally against it.
Her son died from a drug overdose in 2016.
This is setting them up for failure. It sounds good in theory, but when the rubber hits the road, this is not going to work.
She's concerned the folks this bill is meant to help will be hurt in the end by not getting the treatment they need.
This issue is going to take away everything that we've already done to this point.
And we talked to people on both sides of the issue, really just scratching the surface at this point. But at 11 o'clock, we're going to go dig deeper into both of those sides, and we'll have that at 11 o'clock. For now, reporting live in Norwood, Jake Ryle, 9 on your side.
Jake, thank you. Tomorrow is the last day to vote early in Ohio. Monday, also the deadline to have your absentee ballot postmarked. So what happens if you miss that Monday deadline? You have until 7:30 on Tuesday to drop the ballot at the Board of Elections office. You can't drop it at any polling place. It has to be the Board of Elections. The race for Ohio governor is being closely watched, and candidates are campaigning today in the northern part of the state. Republican nominee Mike DeWine spent the morning tailgating at the Browns game. Democratic nominee Richard Cordray rallied supporters in Youngstown and Cleveland. And President Trump will continue his 44-city campaign blitz for Republicans tomorrow in Cleveland.